Guys, how you doing?
What's up? Hey.
My band Mast is playing with Grim Waters at Pharmapalooza, which is June 9th through the 11th in Kaukauna. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about how awesome the camping is going to be. So there's camping. There are 13 amazing bands over 2 days. So we're getting close, man. It's like a month out at this point.
Crazy, yeah.
It's already May now.
I know, right? So I'm excited to learn more about you guys today. Let's start with your names and what you do in the band.
Sure. Yeah, my name is Nate. I sing and play rhythm guitar for Grim Waters.
I'm Will, and I play bass and do some various vocals.
I'm Corey. I do lead guitar and I do a little bit of backing vocals.
And I'm Cam. I drum, and they don't let me near a mic.
Very nice, very nice. So how'd you guys all meet?
We are very lucky, I feel like, that the three of us have known each other. Will and Corey and I have known each other for super long time, back in middle school. This is like, we're pushing 20 years. We're just talking about like a 20-year friend anniversary. When we met in middle school, we wanted to play we wanted to be popular, right? So we wanted to play a talent show. None of us played instruments besides him. He played guitar. But I got a drum set for Christmas, and I knew he was in choir. So we hit him up, and he was new at the time. He just arrived at the middle school. A rumor had gone around that he knew how to play like System of a Down songs, like a Godsmack song. And we thought that was so hot. We're like, oh man, that's great. We got to get this guy in the band. So we formed a band that was a horrible name. It was really bad. It was called Broken Silence. I'm sure there's something still on the internet that exists from it. And we played Cedar's Remedy for the talent show. And we didn't even have a bassist. It was just guitar, drums, and singing. It was pretty rough. But yeah, since then have gone on to form various bands throughout the last 20 years. This one seems to be the one. It's been since 2016. We had a drummer for the band for Grim Waters for a while, but things just didn't end up working out. And we ended up finding Cam through an ad that we posted. It's called Drumming Up Business. It's on our page. It's like a 90s sitcom parody. It's pretty great. But a friend of his saw it, told him about it, and then he sent us some playthroughs that he had done for the song Fresh Linens, and we were all just like, this man slaps them skins, man. So we jammed, and we were kind of nervous because the music is like 50% of it, right? It's like, oh, you got to be good at playing music or interesting, unique at playing music, but the other 50% is you got to vibe with us and with each other. And it's definitely like being in a band's like a relationship in a way. And so, dude, it's just cool shit.
Yeah.
Just cool shit. So
yeah, funny enough too, he used to play baseball with my little brother like 15 years ago, actually, when we first started playing music together too. So it was just, yeah, like you say, it's like kind of fate. We all brought us together.
I feel like, there's kind of some sort of flow with finding the right band members. I've found this through all of the interviews that I've done so far, that the right combination just sort of organically seems to kind of like fall together and magic happens.
We were worried for a while that I was going to have to play drums and we were going to be a three-piece, which would have been a bummer because then we would not have a rhythm guitar. But then it was like, I think we were this close to making that decision. Yeah, it was like it was pretty close. But then Cam ended up coming through with the beats, and we were just like I said, dude's also just a dope guy. I'll gas the guy up any day.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Nate actually studied drums with the same teacher that I had in high school. And so we were always just like 1 degree of separation away from each other, like the whole time growing up, living in the same city, playing baseball with Corey's little brother, and we didn't even know it. So it took us being in our late 20s, early 30s before we finally found each other.
Awesome. Cool story. So let's talk about where you guys are going. with Austin Entertainment Management, our theme this year is vision. So what is your vision for this music project?
I mean, on a small scale, I would say just to touch people. I think that Grim Waters is something that's very vulnerable and emotional, and I think if people on a small scale, even if it's just one person, can listen to a jam and say, "Man, I feel like that," or that speaks to me. You know, I don't feel alone, sort of thing. I think that to me is huge, and you know, obviously on a grand scale, I'd love to be able to do it for a job. I'd love to be playing, you know, big stadiums and whatnot for sure. I mean, definitely, who doesn't daydream about that, you know? I don't know if you guys want to add anything to that, but.
Yeah, I mean, it's ultimately like, I think when we started this project back in 2016 or something like that, it was always kind of the idea to like touch people with music and spread that good word too about music as well. So it's ultimately just for the love about it. But I mean, with the finances that come behind it too, if that happens, then that'd be awesome as well to have that sustainability and be able to do this as a day job.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
So I feel what you're talking about. I listened to your new video with the song Sonder.
Yeah.
And it's a longer song and it kind of takes you like on this emotional journey as like you're going through it. And the video is really cool too. So that kind of helps with the whole like journey and the feeling. But there's just something the way that you lead the song and how you go through it that like I just felt a bunch of emotion as I was going through it. It didn't even really matter. I didn't know what the words were because it was my first time listening to it. Like it was musically moving in my opinion.
That means so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
That really, that's really special. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm especially excited you guys are going to play that one at Pharmapalooza, right?
Oh, definitely will.
100%.
Definitely will. That's my favorite song that we've done so far, personally. It's a good jam.
EA. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So for those of you watching out there, there is a new video and you should check it out. It's pretty cool. It's called Sonder.
It is directed by Trace Patchen. Check that dude out too. This is his first project, but there will be many more to come for this guy. I mean, he's definitely a up and coming film director and music video guy. Trace Patchen. Check the guy out for sure.
It looks very professional. Where is he out of?
Menasha, Appleton,
Yeah.
Appleton area.
Okay.
It was shot at the photo op, which is kind of like a I don't want sanctuary, maybe is the right word for just artists in general, mainly photographers. I don't know how it's funded. I don't know too much about it, so I don't want to speak too much on it. But they were very, very. I mean, shout out to those guys. They were very nice to let us shoot there and use their space, and they were just great to work with. Good people.
Awesome. So let's see here. We've got more questions to ask. What else is new besides that video?
Well, kind of along with the video, last week we released our EP that song is on. So that album is out now for people to check out and take a look. It's something that we've been working on for quite a while. It's been a long time in the making, and now it's finally out there. And I mean, I don't want to toot our own horns, but I think we're pretty proud of it, and it's especially for me. I would say I'm very proud of what all we've accomplished together here, and to actually like, you know, be able to see it and hold the CD in your hand is it's very cool. So that's another new thing that has happened, I would say.
Guilt and Closure is what it's called. It's on all streaming platforms. So definitely give it a jam. Peep it. Let us know what you think. It was also recorded by Split Underground Studio, who is Jamie from the band Sweet Talk, who also is going to be playing Farmageddon. So
Yeah.
kind of that inner circle of Valley alternative bands, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. And just in case you guys missed that Sweet Talk interview, you can go back to halisthebomb.com/pharmapalooza and you can watch all of the interviews. So if you didn't see that interview, you should definitely go back and check out Sweet Talk.
Heck yeah.
100%.
Definitely. I bet those guys said some wild stuff.
So who do you sound like? What's your sound like?
That is the age-old question, I believe.
I don't know. I could tell you who we're influenced by, but I feel like we get a lot of different stuff. I know that the number one band that this guy showed us years ago when we were in middle school, and we wrote them off. We were like, these guys are not for us. But now they're like one of our favorite bands of all time. I would definitely say it's Deftones. We're very influenced by the Deftones.
Very happy you guys.
Yep. Yep.
I can hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know what do you think, man?
Some friends that have checked out the Sonder video said they heard a little bit of Mastodon influence in there.
Yep.
Personally, I listen to a lot of Gojira, from a drumming standpoint. But I mean, really, to be honest, I haven't heard really any other bands that sound the same. Not to toot our own horns again. It's just, it's very unique. So, yeah, so definitely a few different types of influences. I think we all bring something a little bit different in terms of our influence, but that's what makes it special.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of different, like you just said, there's a lot of different influences. I know Corey's really into like post rock, a lot of instrumental stuff, very atmospheric, moody sounding things. Will is just, and I don't want to speak for everybody here, but Will is just straight up Mr. DJ over here. I mean, he's into, you know, the house beats and the drum and bass and stuff you like to drive your car fast to. I like a lot of angry stuff, and I know Cam likes a lot of angry stuff too. So it's a mixture of just being pissy and sounding pretty and being sad.
Okay, awesome. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, so that makes good music.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can people go to see you?
Well, this Friday, Cinco de Mayo, which is today, we will be playing at Cranky Pat's actually in Neenah. So that show starts, I believe, at 9:30. And then on the following day, on Saturday, we'll be playing at Dead Horse Saloon in Oshkosh. And that, I think, starts a little bit earlier at 7 o'clock. So we got a nice fun packed weekend that's coming up here.
Doubleheader. Should be fun, yeah.
Oh yeah, I always love those kind of weekends.
And that's Fridays with Sweet Talk and Floral Friday. Check out Floral Friday too, if you haven't. Those guys are good people. And then Ashes of Alexis had asked us to play Saturday, which is also a weird reunion thing because the dudes in that band used to be in a band that played with the three of us in middle school, and we haven't played with those guys since high school. So that's kind of a weird full circle.
Yeah. Like a high school renaissance.
Yeah, high school renaissance this Saturday. It'll be fun.
All right, so I have to give you guys the award for the most suggested questions to ask the band. I had a really hard time choosing just one question, and we had to keep this interview, you know, within its time restraint. So I decided to go with, is there a band dad, and who is it?
That's right here. This dude right here.
I mean, someone's got to keep the band organized somehow and make sure everybody shows up on time. So I guess that'd be me.
I think we would be lost without him for sure. I shouldn't say think. I know we would be.
Yes.
So what makes him the band dad? Like, if you guys didn't like practice your stuff before rehearsal, he tells you to go sit in the corner for 15 minutes.
I mean, a great example would be today. Dude texts us at 10 a.m. Don't forget, we have an interview today. So I mean, it's just stuff like that, which we appreciate. I'm not ragging on you at all.
Oh, no,
we greatly appreciate that. But I think that it's something as simple as that, to just making sure the merch is packed up correctly, or making sure that we have the correct display for it. Or I think it's a lot of little things that add up to be, without him being that role, Grim Waters would be Grim Waters.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's a lot of the things that you think about at the last minute and you go, oh my God, what about this? And Corey says, I already did it. And that's why he's the band dad.
I mean, yeah, and it's not even just the little things like that. Dude runs basically all of our artwork for the band. Like the visual aesthetic, I would say is very much Corey from a CD artwork and flyers and all that stuff. And so I don't know, it's just stuff that we don't have to worry about. Because he ends up doing it, I guess. Yeah.
And with the band too, we like to push a lot of our stuff as like a DIY aspect and kind of approach it in that manner too. So
Yeah.
I mean, with all like the different projects we have to do from like CDs to like t-shirts and making sure like everything's organized and stuff like that. There's got to be some sort of organization that goes around. So I'm the man that just kind of just took that and then just owned it, and just now I got that nice little title of best dad man, I guess. So,
Well,
Yeah,
that's
we-
awesome.
What were you gonna
Not
say?
every band actually has one of those. So that's why I picked that question. I was like, all right, this one's interesting. I must know these.
for sure.
Yeah, none of us have kids, so
Yeah, it's a couple dogs, but
yeah.
All right, me neither. Woohoo! Yeah, I just have a little chihuahua, and she likes to usually bomb my videos, but I'm not sitting in a good photo bombing video recording spot today, so no chihuahua today.
Oh
Oh,
man,
that's okay.
what's her name?
Stormy.
Stormy. Very cool. Very
Yeah, she's got a weird lightning bolt on the back of her neck, so that's
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
okay. So now we've reached the time in the interview where we have a mystery question for you guys.
Wait.
So I think this one's kind of interesting because I found that this is always kind of a struggle as a band. Where do you practice?
Right in the room next door, right over here,
Yeah, right through this.
at Corey's house.
Okay, at one of the band members' house. So what do you do? We always have to have like some mood lighting or something. Like, what do you do in your practice space to kind of like make it creatively pleasing for you?
And recently, actually, this guy brought up the idea of kind of making it like a more creative space, like you were mentioning. So we just added some just like these black just sheets that kind of like make like a little bit of a room, and then added just like some Christmas lights in there, and then some other like color changing lights too to kind of give it more atmospheric look too. So we kind of set the mood versus kind of just sitting in a bright light room and just with the eye piercing lights and just set up. I mean, but yeah, so we kind of make it a little more atmospheric, and then kind of set the tone a little bit to make it look a little more sad in there, I guess.
I have a weird ritual of I eat beef jerky before every single band practice, and I think it just lines up because I end up missing dinner, so I end up. But it's like it's become synonymous with playing music here is eating beef jerky.
Mhm.
It's weird.
Okay, well, let me give you guys a tip. Never eat Taco Bell and drink a Red Bull before rehearsal.
Ooh.
That's Toying with danger.
Do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. We thought that the sewer might have been backing up, but it was just TR.
Oh, TR. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's forbidden from Red Bull and Taco Bell. That was a rule that got established at least, well, gosh, it's been a while now. So at least like 7 years ago.
Dang.
Well, hopefully Taco Bell's not catering at Pharmapalooza this
Yeah.
I know, right? We're going to be in trouble otherwise.
year.
Well, you guys, it has been awesome talking to you and getting to know you guys a little bit better. Hopefully all you out there that are watching this interview are excited about Pharmapalooza coming up in about a month. And you know what? You don't have to wait until Pharmapalooza to check out Grim Waters. They are playing this weekend. Remind them one more time, guys, where you're going to be.
We're gonna be at Cranky Pat's in Neenah on Friday, and we're gonna be at the Dead Horse Saloon on Saturday in Oshkosh.
All right. Awesome. So everybody out there, go check out Grim Waters, and we will see all of you at Pharmapalooza June 9th through the 11th at Kakana.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, thanks for being with me. I'm Heidelin with Awesome